Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today I'm going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Of course I am doing the update week a little late this week, but I figured I would do it on Thursday because that's when I usually do it. This has actually been active in the game since Tuesday, but I figured I would make a video on this today. So anyways, starting off with the vehicle behind me, this is on sale this week, and it is of course the Pegassi Osiris. It is a very cool supercar, and it's got a pretty hefty discount this week. It's definitely one that you guys should look into. While it is discounted, obviously we have all the new DLC content, which we're going to go over as well, but it is definitely a highlight of the week for sure, as far as the discounts go. But before we talk any more about the discounts, we have to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online and go over the bonus money. So unfortunately, the new drift races are not bonus money, but these have been added into the game. They are drift races with the new drift modifications that you can put on certain cars. They are pretty fun. You should definitely check them out, even though they aren't on bonus money. They were earlier in the week, and now they're not. I'm not really sure what happened, so that's interesting. However, we do have some double money and double RP this week if you're a lower level and you're trying to level up and get some money. We have Keep the Pace, the adversary mode, on this week. It's not that fun. I haven't played it in a long time. As you can see, I haven't even played it on this character. It's been so long. It was kind of fun back in the day, but it's nothing super unique. So check it out if you're interested, but otherwise, if you've got businesses and stuff like that, I would just avoid it. And speaking of businesses, guys, we do have a new business in the game, the Salvage Yard. I do have a guide out on my channel on it right now, but I will just quickly go over it. It is on the website. It's going to be found on the Maze Bank Foreclosures website. As you can see, there are 3 of them down in the city here, and then we also have 2 locations up on the map, the Sandy Shores location and the Paleto Bay. Now, both of these are absolute trash. You should not buy either of them because the locations are just not good. You're gonna have to go all the way up there anytime you want to do anything with it. It's just not really worth your time. Overall, I would not buy either of these 2 locations. They are not worth it at all. If you are planning to buy a salvage yard, I would suggest getting the Strawberry location because it is centralized in the city, which I think gives you an advantage because the highway's right there. You can get on the highway if you need to. You can go straight through the city up into the hills if you need to. You can go to the beach. You can go to the airport. All of it's very easily accessed by the Strawberry location. So I would recommend it. The other 2 city locations are all right. If you have to get them for money reasons, they're okay, but overall Strawberry is definitely the best, in my opinion at least. Now, as far as the renovations go in here, the tint does not matter. The get trade rates will reduce the amount of money it costs you whenever you call Moore's Mutual to get a vehicle back after you've destroyed it yourself. Now, this does not count for other people's vehicles that you've destroyed. You will still have to pay the full price for those, but it will also give you a discount anytime you go to repair your vehicle at Los Santos Customs. I believe it's a 50% discount on both of those things, so it is worth it in the long run. It does cost, I believe, $450,000, so it is a little expensive, but in the long run it probably will pay for itself if you play the game enough to actually make it worth it. Next up, we have the tow truck. The tow trucks do actually have slightly different performance. The beater is a little bit slower. It is 650k and the regular one is 1.1 million. I got the regular one because I just wanted it to look fresh and clean, so that's why I picked it. The wall safe upgrade changes your wall safe capacity from $100,000 to $250,000 within your salvage yard business, which will allow you to just not have to come and check the safe as often. It will fill up passively, and it will increase the amount of money that you get every in-game day, the more vehicles that you actually deliver to your salvage yard with the tow truck. So it's pretty interesting. The staff member will also dismantle the vehicles you bring back with the tow truck twice as fast as they otherwise would. So that's what the upgrades do. That's pretty much all you need to know about the salvage yard before you buy it. Now, of course, we have to talk about the vehicle discounts, and starting off on Legendary Motorsport, we do have the new vehicles, the Grotti Turismo Imaggio and the Vapid Illusion here. Now, if we go under the 2-door section here and scroll down, the Ubermacht Cypher is discounted this week, and scrolling a little bit further down, we will also find the Pegassi Osiris, like I said right at the start of the video. It is also discounted pretty heavily this week, so if you're interested in either of those vehicles, they are discounted this week. Over on Warstock Cash and Carry, we do have a few more discounts as well as some new vehicles. If you haven't seen somehow yet, they have added police cars available for purchase in-game, which is really cool. Now, the Unmarked Cruiser and the Stanier LE Cruiser can both be stored in your garage and modified. The Police Riot is just a Pegasus vehicle, so it's not super worth buying. I would avoid the Riot at all costs, but the Stanier LE Cruiser and the Unmarked Cruiser are both very good, and I would say they are worth picking up, even though they are extremely overpriced. They do provide a certain thing that we've been wanting for, 10 years in Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's cool. To get into the discounts, we have the weaponized Canada discount. It's still not really worth your money. It's a really trash helicopter. It's just a worse version of the Buzzard that's more expensive. It's not that good. Overall, I would avoid the weaponized Canada even with the discount. And then down near the bottom of Warstock, we have the Hydra discount. And now, unfortunately, this thing has become a little bit obsolete due to the release of the F-160 Raiju, but for the discount, it is somewhat worth picking up, I would say, but I wouldn't get it if you've already got a Raiju because it's just worse in every single way, unfortunately. The Hydra is one of my favorite planes, but it isn't worth picking up anymore, as sad as that is. And last but not least, on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, we have the Karen Asteroid GZ, new vehicle, the Declasse Impaler LX, also a new vehicle, the Karen Vivinite, the Vapid Dominator GT, the Declasse Vigoro ZX convertible, and the Fathom FR36. These are all brand new vehicles that have been added into the game that are available for purchase. If we go under the two-door section, you'll also find that the Karen Hot Ring Everon is discounted this week. If you're interested in picking one of these up, it is a decent vehicle, but it's only really usable in the hot ring races, and in free mode, it's not going to be that awesome for you, to be completely honest. And under the four-door section, we have the Willard Eudora discounted this week. It's an okay, older sort of car. Not my favorite, not the best performance ever, but if you're looking for an older car, it is a pretty cool one to pick up. Lots of good customization. Alright, now that we talked about the discounts and the bonus money, we gotta head over to the casino as well as the LS Car Meet, talk about the podium vehicle and the prize ride this week, and then we're gonna go to all the dealerships and go over the vehicles that are available. Within the casino, the Cheval Taipan is available this week to be won as the podium vehicle. It's not super great. It does have engine resistance, and it is an absolutely massive car. I don't know what they did with the scale of this thing, but it's huge. Overall, not my favorite, but if you want to win it, you might as well. It is worth $2 million plus. Within the LS Car Meet, we have the Pegassi Monroe available to be won this week. The challenge to do this is pretty easy. It's placed top 3 for 2 days in a row. This is an OG 2013 sports classic vehicle. I think it's pretty cool. It is probably worth trying to win because the challenge is just so easy. It's worth about 500k. Overall, decent vehicle. Should look into getting it if you can. And for the vehicles that are available within the LS Car Meet, we have the Karen Hot Ring Everon, like I mentioned already, and we also have the Vapid Dominator GTX, which I forgot to mention is also discounted this week. However, it is also available on the website, as I will show you guys right now. It's under the two doors on Southern, and it is just down here a little bit. It's going for 435k right now, which is not a bad price, honestly, but it does have engine resistance, so it is a lot slower than it should be. And of course, we have the Fathom FR36, which is brand new into the game this week. And at Simeon's dealership, we have a bunch of new vehicles. We have the Vapid Dominator GT sitting right here. We have the Karen Vivinite. We also have the Declasse Impaler LX, the Declasse Vigoro ZX convertible, and of course, the Vapid Illusion, which does have a Monitech capability. You can, of course, just buy it on the website, though, instead of buying it at Simeon's as well. And at the Luxury Auto Showcase, we have the Grotti Turismo Omaggio available and the Karen Asterope GZ. Not really sure what a Camry is doing at the Luxury Autos dealer, but we'll take it, I guess. Anyway, guys, that is it for the vehicles that are on discount. That's it for the bonus money. That's it for what's available at the dealerships. Last but not least, we got to talk about the time trials that are available this week. Your RC Bandito time trial today is Cypress Flats. Your regular time trial for the week is Elysian Island 2. Your Junk Energy time trial is Mirror Park, and your HSW time trial is at the Quartz Building, starting right here, and it ends up at the Lighthouse in Grapeseed. Anyway, guys, that is it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.